Good day, pool fans from all over the world. Welcome to the Predator European Pool Championships. My name is Pascal de Smit, calling the shots today, and you will be looking at a winners round 1 match in the under 17 Max Benko versus Timotei Furko. And this is the winners round, so double knockout. Winner goes to the winners qualification match. We're playing 8-ball, and as you can see, there is no rack involved, so we're playing on a tapped table. And this is a race to 6. So right off, successful break, made a ball, good spread.
Seven ball.
So called the 7, made both. So he's looking at that 2-ball. Also the 1-ball is not very easy to get position on. So I think he was checking if it was available for the to make the 5 off the 2. Oh, the 2 was available. That's definitely very helpful. So 1, 4, 3, 6. Oh, really nice connected. So taking a little bit more time here, with, to me, shows some experience. Yeah, not very happy with the position. Would have liked to be a little bit further. Could decide to go for the 6 first now. Oh. Nicely judged bump into the 8. Well, and I have to say, Max does look very confident. So definitely Max, the 2 of the 2, the more experienced player. Last year had an amazing run in the European Championships, getting gold in 8-ball and 10-ball, so also defending champion. And on top of that, he got silver in the straight pool and the 9-ball, so could pretty much say he was dominating the field. know what? Having a dry break against a player that good, it could be very costly. Timotei did play 2 European Championships, if I'm not mistaken, and his best result is 17th place a few times. Last year, 3 times to be precise. So he was there and he knows what he's up against. So that 2 ball is a bit of a problem. Is he looking at clipping the 2 with the 3? Surely not. Surely not. He tried it. Wow. Well, that was a very brave shot to take on. Must say I like the way he thinks. Well, I wanted to say great opening shot for Furko, but barely stayed up.
Extension.
So no easy run out from this position. Great pot, great chance, but what are you gonna do about the 2? It's not available for the 3 to make it off the 2, so have to have a perfect angle on the 3 to open it up. 6 also only available in 1 corner pocket, so he could go topspin 1 rail trying to get into the 2 with the cue ball close to the rail. That's not easy. Quick look on table 1. So decided not to take the difficult one and is putting all his eggs in one basket in playing perfect position on the 3. It's a pretty natural line to get the shape, but to get the perfect angle, well, it's close. It's close. He maybe, if he rolls it really soft, could just clip the 14, but if he hits the 2, then he has to hit it harder to get the 2 back up the table. I think he was looking at that. Wow. Yeah, that facial expression tells you a lot. I think the bank shot is also out of the equation, is at least the bank shot in the middle, which is the most natural one in this case, I think, but He still got the bank shot in the corner. It's on. Has to shorten it up a little bit, so has to put in a little bit of pace, maybe some inside spin. Too much even. So the first real chance for Timotei Furko to show us what he's got. Cue ball is still okay. Always nice to get to the table with only one ball of your opponent. Oh! Wow. I can believe it, but he couldn't believe it either. So he's calling the 2 ball, going into the reel and then into the ball. But from where he is, that's not easy, especially with the cue ball being that far away. So he pointed it out, going to the long reel into the stripes, making the 2. There will be some shot. Also has to watch out with the cue ball. Yeah, that was always gonna be tough. He has a little bit of an advantage with the 2 being there, but I think he can make the ball in pushing the 2 out of the way, or play perfect position on the 9 to play it in the top. Nicely spotted by the young Furko. So leaving for a natural 2 reel position. So 1-all. So there we see table 1, which is 1-0. You can switch over there and listen to my colleague and good friend Arya, who's calling the shots. But here we have, you could say, the dominator of 2024. Defending champion. You can also see some basics. Wow, what a break. Cue ball popped up, stopped in the middle of the table. This is textbook. The layout is not super easy though. I think he wants to go solids and wants to get rid of the 1 and the 2 early.
5.
That way it will open up for the 6 and the 8 ball.
Can you clean? Cuba.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe a bad contact. asked for the cue ball to be cleaned. Yeah, a young champion, and you can already see also in the way he called the referee there. Yes, kind of an dominant aura around him. An aura of someone who knows how to win. Pretty sure as an opponent you can feel that too. So, bringing back the chalk. It's also just a little thing like, hey, don't leave your chalk on the table. Maybe he was just being kind. It's also possible, but so I like this choice, leaving for the corner, which makes it easier to play good position on the 4. A little bit harder pot than maybe to the side, but definitely more secure way in approaching. So just a little bit too big of an angle, so it has to go up and down. And because of where the 8 and the 9 are laying, it does look like a drill. So close in a straight line. But he has to have pretty good position, has to be kind of straight, which it isn't. So has to bump into the 8 ball now. I think that shouldn't be a really big problem. Looks like the 8 ball is going towards the corner and the cue ball is going up, so as long as you don't hit it really hard. Wow, that is still pretty thin. So he's calling the cut shot. He's not happy. What can you do? There's no place to play safe. Yeah, that was always gonna be tough. So a chance here for Furko to go 1 up against the defending champion. So it does look really solid. Nice rhythm, good fundamentals, both players. Oh, came up a little bit short. Don't expect him to miss this though. In the heart of the pocket. So 2-1 up against the defending champion Max Benko. So for all the people just tuning in, you're watching the Predator European Pool Championships. You're listening to me, Pascal de Smet, calling the shots in this great game of 8-ball. You're watching Max Benko versus Timotei Furko, who is now breaking with a 2-1 lead against the defending 8-ball champion. Then again, try break. So solids a little bit tougher than the stripes. So looking if there are any tough spots. It's all pretty good connected, but came up a little bit short. A little bit of a blind angle, so don't take your eyes off the pot. It worked out very well. So just walks around the table just to make sure that the order of the balls he wants to shoot is right. Got an angle somewhere straight-ish. It's always gonna be fine. So walking over just to make sure he gets some kind of angle, even straight and a little bit off the rail would be okay. So the dry break Furko was pretty expensive, especially with Max breaking in the next one. Kinda shaking his head a little bit. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe wanted to play better, not bumping into those balls, but got the job done. 2-2. So for all you people watching on YouTube, quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the ProBilliardTV channel. Predator providing us with this great stream in this, I mean, what an arena. So of course would help a lot if you guys would subscribe to the channel and enjoy all the free pool you get from Predator. Wow, look at that break. Shame, but a very good chance here for Furko. So quickly making up his mind. So the 3-ball I think is only available in upper left. So has to watch out. It's a okay layout, but It's not very easy. Oh, this was the first part. Bumping into that ball. Would have liked to leave it there. Now also the 8 ball is only available in one corner. So where at first he could leave the 3 as a last ball, play a stop shot and play the 8 ball this corner. This is now gonna be tougher. Is this cuttable? It is. Great cut. So calling the 5 ball. What a clearance this would be. Oh, never easy. Those combinations, especially when they're not that straightforward. So quick lens. Yeah, the 11, that's the problem. So the combination is pretty doable. And I'm not sure if the 12 is maybe also not available in the lower right corner. Maybe half a pocket. Wow. Decided to disturb the balls. 8 ball going in a little bit of an awkward position with the 5 being in the way. Because of there are no other balls close. It's gonna bump into 8 again. Well, I think he wanted to maybe just bump it a little bit closer to the side, but by missing the 8, not leaving nothing easy for himself. It's pretty easy safety, yeah. So where he's pointing out right now, but it's always a risk. Well, decided to go for the combination, knowing he's gonna leave another combination for Furko. But it is doable. It is doable. Great shot, great angle on the 1. And young Furko here is not impressed by the defending champion. 3-2 up. Quick glance, table 1. Wow, what a cut shot. Surely made that one look easy. So Furko not being successful, so going to the side. He did hit it on the first ball though, so most of the time breaking from the side, players will go for the second ball, but he did go for the first one. Probably figured something out in practice as a backup break, but unfortunately for him didn't work. So the 3 is the problem ball here. If he leaves himself a little low on the 4. You could maybe bump the cue ball into the 14. Or maybe, if he's straight enough, just go past the 3 to play the 3 in the bottom right. Depends on the angle. Wow. The bump was pretty good, but left himself a little bit hampered, and also made it more difficult for the 8 ball. Being blocked by the 14, so position on the 8 ball is gonna be more difficult. Yeah, already the make was just a little bit tricky, took his eye off the pot. So if the 13 in the upper right goes, and I think it does, and this will be a very, very good chance here for Furko. Nicely judged. So 11-12. Could choose to play the 14, maybe as the last ball. Can play in some areas. Well, that was a little bit, maybe a little bit hasty. Took the pot for granted a little bit. Thought he was home already. Thought so too, to be very honest. But it's Max Benko with another chance to get 3-3. So I think the 8 ball goes in the side, but I don't think it's a whole pocket. So he's obviously not very pleased about something, but three in this tight match of the European Pool Championships, brought to you by Predator. Of course, with all the great products Predator has, the cues, but of course also in this arena the lights and the very beautiful Predator arc table. They do look amazing. It does look as if they react very good to the balls. Don't see any crazy bounces. Of course, with the newer cloth, some balls at pocket speed will glide in, but the pockets do look nice and tight. So a nice pop, but no result. A very nice chance again for Furko. Who can choose with the stripes. You don't have the problem with the 4, so that's probably the reason why he chooses to go for the stripes. But the 11 and the 9, well, the 11 is blocking, so does that go in the upper right? I think it just passes. does. And when he makes this 10 ball, the pocket opens up for the 12 and the 15. So play it in a nice area where you can choose between the 9 and the 12, or the 9 and the 15, I'm sorry. The only thing, he has to have a little angle on his last shot to cross over for the 8 ball. And with that shot, he has to be careful not to hit the 2 ball. So this is not very easy. Yeah, that's pretty good. But whatever you do, don't hit the blue. Whatever you do, wow, just cleared the blue there. Great effort. Great match. Exciting stuff here. What a great future we are looking at in professional pool. This is the under 17, ladies and gentlemen, so imagine being this good at that age. So Max Benko taking a timeout of 5 minutes max. So in the meantime, I will ask you people at home, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the ProBilliardTV channel, of course, providing us with this great production with the lights and the cameras, commentary on 2 tables. So that would, as always, be very helpful if you guys subscribe. On table 1, it's already 4-1 for the finish. So, and also Konstantinos Murgas is the first one through to the winners qualification. So Max Benko returned to the TV arena and having broke dry the whole time at 4-3 up. It's Timothy Furko with a ball on the break. Not an easy layout, few problems. So, but the stripes do look pretty good. Probably the most difficult shot is the 12. Which he would like to solve right now. Not sure if he can just roll the 9 in to play the 14 on top, or maybe bump into the ball. So this tells me he's gonna leave it as a last ball. And these are some nice signs, like his way of thinking. Don't make it too complicated, don't disturb too much, but he did leave a little bit of an angle, so has to go and play this a little bit harder, which just was a little bit too hard for the pocket to accept the ball. Well, if this 4 is already available, that would be a big help, and it is. It isn't, but also made the kiss. And opening up the 2 ball. What a great shot. So still the 4 ball is in a kind of difficult spot, being only available in the lower left. Yeah, that's why he decides to play the 4 first. Next problem is a 3 ball, who's going down right now. Here we can see the way Benko is thinking, how he last year won the title. Well, not only the 8 ball title, also the 10 ball and the silver medal in straight pull and 9 ball. You could say he took home the bacon. Nice speed. That's a nice angle. Just have to make sure to get straight, or maybe a little angle towards the long rail. But you don't want to have the angle towards the right long rail. So that's why I played it a little bit harder, just to make sure it was kind of straightish. Shouldn't be a problem for this straight shooter. Stop shot would be enough. So 4-4. This could go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is a very tight match. I have to say I'm pretty impressed also by Furko, having a 90th place, highest in the European Championships last year
What?
against
Yeah, they are different.
the boy who... Oh, wow. Oh, of course. That's why we have the referee. Great job spotting there. The wing balls of the 8-ball rack needs to be stripes and a solid. Doesn't matter if it's left or right, but they need to be stripes and solid. Nicely spotted by the ref. So, ball made. And how is the layout? Don't think the 5 is available in any pocket, actually.
So,
Oh, wanted to bump into the 9, missed the 9. So somewhere at the break spot, that kind of angle would be pretty okay. Yeah, he's pointing at it right now to open up the 5. And then have the 3, 7 and the 6 as backup balls. It's maybe too hard. Wow. Thought that was a pretty big bounce. Maybe it was. Looked pretty okay to me. Of course, players can see that the best, of course. So can go into the 5 now. Great kiss. How's the result? There is no result, I'm afraid. No shot on the 4. No shot on the 5. So it's gonna have to be some kind of safety. Well, he tried to snooker behind the 10, but he left a good chance for Max. Oh, I can't believe it. great opening pot, but the position is tough. Oh, great recovery. Can this young man, Timothy Furko, cause a little upset, beating the reigning European 8-ball champion in the first round? He's definitely capable. Does he have an angle to go to the point he's pointing out? Oh, looks perfect. A little bit draw into the shot. Nice angle. Beware, these are a little bit missable. We've already seen it with Max missing a similar shot on the 7. But don't have to do a lot with the cue ball. If you can miss the 6, just go up and shoot the 8 in the same corner. But like I said, it is missable.
5-ball.
So I think, I'm not sure, but I like making the 5 right now. Try to follow it. Wow. Great effort. What a moment. What a moment. Both players showing quality. Also a few misses they would regret. But it looks like it's gonna be the defending champ getting to the hill first. Nice speed. So could this go all the way, ladies and gentlemen? Wow. Wow, at least Furko has a chance for the break and run. Desperately needs a ball on this break though. Put a little bit extra into it to be sure, but no result. Well, it is a result, but definitely not a good one for him. So problem is all the opening shots available are on the solids.
7.
And the 4-ball is a little bit tricky. So I would like to come pretty straight on the 6 to float over for the 4. Maybe it's even available in the lower left now I look at it, but also the 8-ball is only available in the right center pocket. Wow, how about that? He still has the 3 because the 4 is makeable in the corner, but it's pretty hampered.
4 ball.
Now, if he can draw and leave it somewhere close to the 9, maybe bump into the 9, he could play the 4 in the side.
Watch.
Or, well, is he gonna take on the 4? That's tough. Call the referee to watch. Oh, great effort. He's not home yet though. So that's where he would like to be on the 3. So the nice thing about this shot, playing this 1 rail, when it's a little bit too soft, you still have the 6. So you have an area to play in, but you would like to play the 3 first, because it's gonna be very tough to get position on the 3 from the 6. Well, have to make the ball though. He can't believe it himself. So, and you have to say, this happened a few times, and every time, or at least the last few times, it was Furko who capitalized on the mistake. Can he do it again? For a hill thriller. Yeah, it's that 11. He's looking at it. Wow. It's tight. Wow. Great pot, and was a little bit fortunate there. Put his hand up against Max. So here comes a little tricky shot. Don't snooker yourself on the 8, but you don't want it too big of an angle also. Well, gotta say, I don't think this was planned. Not sure though, its position is so perfect. Could be. If it was, great effort. So there we go. We're going into a hill match. Oh, great stuff by Furko. And it's Benko who has, well, missed a few balls in position. Not very happy with his game. So he has to forget about all that, because he has a chance. And how about that? Under 17, giving me all goosebumps with the handshake. I like that. Wishing your opponent the best in this hill thriller. So, important break. Good cue ball. 1 ball down. 2 balls maybe. Oh, 1 ball down. Open table. No very easy shot available. But if he can make the opening shot, it is gonna be a very good chance. Gonna go for the stripes because of the 1. So the ball's here on the down side of the table. That is gonna be the key situation. So I think, well, he could leave a cut shot on the 15, opening up the pocket already. Maybe even cut it and play position into the 1.
Extension.
Wow. Made sure he likes his choice. How's the bump? Well, I think he still has the 10. So looking at position of the on the 13. So he has the position, but a few questions. Do you wanna play into the 9 like he was pointing at, or more high on the 15? You can see the 8 ball is available. He went into the 9, took a little bit of a risk, but it did work out pretty good. So close to the 5 would be nice, but don't underhit it. This is sensitive, especially in a moment this big. Wow. Great speed control, but he did leave himself hampered. So the 8 ball is available on the other side. I don't think it's available in the lower left. So a few times earlier at this moment he missed, so big moment. Well, and what a great camera angle we got there. Perfect position. So for the defending champion, for a place in the next round. There we go. What a great match. Congratulations to Benko and good luck to Furko. Thank you all for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pro Billiard TV channel. And don't go anywhere because there is a lot of pool to come today and the whole week. Well, it's been a joy. My name is Pascal de Smit and thank you all and bye for now.